Hello, welcome to 7, where happiness has a taste. I am Miss V, and today we're going to show you how to make orange sodas, vanilla sodas, and if you like to spike those sodas, we have something for you. At 7, we are delighted to serve our customers. We are a high-end restaurant with great food that's globally inspired. We have a motto: we are high class, but not highbrow. We provide great value, but not your whole paycheck. And we have delicious food, and it's not pretentious. So let's get started with this Orange Crunch. It's a very, very easy soda to make. And the best part about this is you can control your sugar, and you don't have to use regular sugar if you don't want to. You can control, and there are no preservatives. So it's good. It tastes effervescent. It's really, really like a dance in your mouth. Your own soda. So what you do, first you start off with 1.5 cups of sugar. And so we already have it pre-measured. So we put 1.5 cups of sugar, and we have a pan already set up. Now, instead of cooking in our kitchen so that we can be socially distanced properly, we are making this presentation within our beautiful space in the outer area of the restaurant where customers come to eat. So we have camera people here. You know, we're not professionals, but there's enough of us here that we want to make sure that we have a proper distance with our mask and with our gloves. So remember, 1.5 cups of sugar. Then you make orange zest. So what you do, you merely take your oranges, you take a zester, and you peel it. Now, something is very important. Don't peel it down to the white, because the white of the orange is very, very bitter. So you don't want to do that. So, for the sake of saving time, we already have 1/4 cup of zest. So we're going to put this in here. Then, let me get all of it because it's really, really good. And remember, you don't want to work down to the white when you're zesting it. So I have the water in here already. Now, at the restaurant, we use citric acid. Now, you don't have to have it. You can order it on Amazon or any of those sites. We put that in. And then we have the gum, Arabic gum. We put that in. It's like a 1.5 cup. And then you're going to stir it. Okay. And you're going to cook it. You're going to cook it. You're going to cook it, let's say, in the restaurant, we cook it for about, we cook it about 15, 20 minutes, right, guys? Yes. Yeah. And then we squeeze some orange juice. We put the orange juice in it. We cook it a little bit more. So I boil it for about 10 minutes. Our bartender usually fixes this. He's an expert. We boil it for about 10 minutes, okay? And what I would do, I would put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for at least 24 hours. That way, the taste becomes stronger, more poignant, more richer, more alive, so to speak. So what you do, okay, so once you have cooked it, let it sit overnight. Then what we do, we strain it. So you have a strainer, and this is, you know, it's not complicated, not a lot of equipment you need. Let me stir it up a little bit more. Then you strain it. Now, let me tell you something that many people won't tell you. I take a spoon and I crush it around in the strainer because you get more of the richness. And let me step off a second because let me get a spoon. So, because I don't like to throw away anything.
Karen Walker is saying thank you for doing this.
Karen, hey girl. How you doing? Anybody feel like you can shout out? We'll talk to you. So what you do, get all of this goodness, because you don't want to throw this away. Because this is where the taste is. So you keep mashing it in. See, and juice is coming out. I don't see if the camera is catching that, but you do that, right? You get as much out as you can. Then you put it in the refrigerator. Okay. Now this is good for children, by the way, because they want sodas. But you can control the sugar. Because we had 1.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of sugar. But look, you might not want 1.5. You might want to put 1/2 cup of sugar. And if you put 1/2 cup of sugar in there, what I suggest, you put more on zest. Okay? You might want to put honey instead of sugar. Be creative. Use what's in your refrigerator, which in your cupboards. Okay? So now, we have already made this. It's been sitting overnight. And you'll get something like this. Now, it looks like it's not a lot, but this is very poignant. The power of it, the taste of it's delicious. So, for your kids, what you can do, can of seltzer. You don't need to go and purchase a soda machine unless you're going to be making sodas on a regular basis. So, what you do, you measure 3 ounces of the soda. Now, it's to taste. You might want more, you might want less. You pour it in here. You open up a can of salsa. You pour it in there. And I guarantee you, this will be delicious. Stir it up. Now, you can put strawberries in it, blueberries, to make it look pretty. And it's truly simple as that. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to buy a soda machine until you know this is what you want to do. But the value for nutrition, for taste, for your health, I think that you should make your own sodas. And we make our own sodas at 7. But let me show you something. Okay. Let me tell you a little story. There's a lady that came into the restaurant. Her name is Zoe. She had the soda and she loved it. So when you come into the restaurant, we ask you, do you like a sweet soda or a not so sweet soda? So because we make our own mix, we can give it to you how you want to. If you want a sweet soda, then we give you more syrup. If you don't want a sweet soda, you get less syrup. So Zoe came in, she said, wow. She said, this soda is delicious. And it was like on, I think, a Saturday or Sunday, guys, right?
Yeah.
And she said, you know, this will be good with some rum. We said, oh, okay, let's give it a try. So let's do that now. So what we did, we took again, our mixture. And how much you want, depends on your taste. We took some rum. Ooh, I don't know why they put these on so hard for me. Okay, sir, please open it. The bartender has strength. He's a big guy, Luciano. He opens up everything well. Thank you so much. Now, put the rum in it. And how much you want? Listen, I'm going to drink this, so I'm putting a little bit more for me. Put the rum in it. You can do that. And I like to wipe things down. I don't like spills and stuff. I'm very crazy in the restaurant about cleanliness. Now, you can put some salsa in this. Just a little. And orange juice. I'm going off line to get the orange juice. It should have been on the camera. Like I said, we're amateurs, just trying to show you how to do this. In another 3 months, we'll be ready for Hollywood. But we're not there yet. pour some orange juice in it. Girlfriend, let me tell you, this is delicious. Now, if you want to take it up another notch, use some Grand Marnier. Just dab it on the top. Just on the top, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take my mask off a little bit. Let me tell you how it tastes. Delicious. I mean, think about it. You made your own soda and you made your own drink. Now, also, Zoe told us about adding the rum. But we said, wait a minute. We have boozy brunch on Sundays and Saturdays here. Let's see how this tastes with some champagne. So, again, now, when the camera's off, I'm drinking all of this, just so you know. So, same thing. Now, this tastes better than a mimosa. The mimosa, sometimes it's a little bitter tasting to me. Put that in. Some champagne or sparkling water, whatever you like, whatever you have. And it has, well, champagne is white. One of the bartenders said, make sure you say it's white, but champagne is white. Okay? This too is delicious. This too is delicious. So we made 2 drinks. There you go. We made 2 drinks. One we call the Zoe, that has the syrup that we make, the orange syrup that we make. It has the rum, and use 100 proof. And it has to give another little special touch, the Grand Marnier. Or you can just have the syrup with the champagne or sparkling water. It's called the Zoe.
Karen is saying it looks delightful.
Who?
Karen.
Karen, hey girl. Listen, I'm going to drink this when the camera is off. So shout back to us. If you want us to make other things for you, just let us know. But it is really, really good. And again, make it to your taste. Now, I was supposed to have strawberries at the bottom, blueberries, but I left those in the office. The administrative office is down the block. But you can make it really pretty by putting blueberries or strawberries on the top or in the container itself, the glass container. Now, I want you to help me out. I want you to shout back at us to tell us what we should call this orange crunch. We want another name, okay? It was suggested that our sodas and our sauces were so delicious, we should actually sell them. So this lady named Sarah Masani, she came last year, I believe, to the restaurant. I believe it was October, November last year. If you go to our website, you'll see what she says. She's a lady that major corporations hire. She was written up in the New York Times as the $1 Million Tongue because she's a taster. And I think she's a little freak of nature because I think she has more grooves in her tongue. So therefore, her taste buds are heightened. She loved our sauces. She loved our sodas. She said that we should probably sell them. And once we're ready, we are to contact her, and she's going to connect us with somebody here in New York. So what I'd like for you to do, please, give us a name. Hit us back. Tell us the name that we should use for our sodas. And look, if we use your name, once the quarantine is over, or even before it's over, we can put together a nice dinner with these homemade sodas for you and 4 people.
She's suggesting the orange burst.
Orange burst, I love it. I love it. Who suggested it?
Karen.
Karen, girl, listen, write us back. And we're going to get all of the suggestions, but I do like that. So, but first we got to make sure nobody else is using it. So anyway, so that's the orange soda. So now let's do the vanilla. Now all of this is very, very easy. But in the restaurant, you know, we marinate things a little longer because we want to take the taste to just burst in your mouth. See, Karen? See, I think that's pretty good. But anyway, that's where we are. So let's get to the vanilla. Let me move some things over. Okay, vanilla is very simple. You're going to have a half a cup of water. Now listen, don't fret. If you don't remember the recipes, they're online. We placed it online last week so that you can cook along with us. So 1/2 cup of water, 3/4 cups of sugar, and vanilla bean. Now, vanilla bean is like the vanilla, but it's stronger and it comes, let me show you what it looks like. For those of you that have never seen a vanilla bean, this is what it looks like. It's a little expensive. See, he's going to put the camera. This is vanilla extract. And so what you do, you cut it open and there's little beans inside. So we cut it open and then we chop it up and we put it all in the mix, okay? And we stir it. We cook it, we stir it for about 15 minutes. Now look, I'm putting this yellow bean back because this is expensive, but it's worth it for your soda. So what you do, you turn on the heat, you let this cook for about 15, 20 minutes. You let it cook for about 15 or 20 minutes, okay? And you remove it from the heat. You also refrigerate, but let me tell you a secret that we do. We use high quality vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. Put that in. And you go through the same process of straining. You mix it, you cook it, okay, and you put it in the refrigerator overnight. After it cools, put it in the refrigerator, and you get something that looks like this. Now, it looks like a little bit, but again, powerful, very tasteful. It'll burst in your mouth. Okay? So you also want to strain this. You strain it, you put it in the refrigerator, and that's what you get. Okay? Let's move this aside. So you see, this is not hard. It is very, very simple. Now, when it comes to the vanilla soda, you also get seltzer. It's so simple. It is so simple. I mean, where's my spoon? Oh, here it is. You stir it. And again, I'm repeating myself. When you come to the restaurant, we always ask, do you like your soda sweet or not sweet? And based on what you tell us, we make your soda. And we also, what we do is, I'm stepping off the camera for a second. What we do is, we let you taste it before we give it to you. We put it in one of these glasses, these miniature glasses, and we ask you to take a sip. And if it's what you like, how you like it, then we make the full drink. So, with this as well, with the soda, you can also add liquor. With the vanilla soda, you can be just as creative as you want. You know, I never tried this with gin, but who says it wouldn't taste good? I never tried it with coconut rum, but you might want to try it with coconut rum. So be creative, okay? Think outside the box, and that's what you need to do. Now, I've already mentioned that with when you name a soda and we use the name, we're going to reward you with dinner for yourself and four.
And Karen is suggesting vivacious vanilla for the...
Vivacious vanilla?
Yes.
I I really like that. So you know what we want you to do? We want you to go to our website, and what we want you to do, a neighbor was saying hey to me, what we want you to do is to write it down, put your name by it, because if we use it, we want you to get credit for it. That's how we do it here. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is a few things that's happening here. We have open mic, we have extended to June 20th. And we extended by popular demand, and also we have a children edition. So if you have a child at home that's, that can rap, that can sing, that can play the piano, send us a 60-second a video, and we will post it. Who knows? Your child might get the prize, okay? Next week, what we're doing is we have the kids edition, where kids will we'll show them how to make food for their kids. I mean, for themselves and for you. And they won't have to use the stove. So it'll be fun for kids to get in the kitchen and to cook with you. Okay? Very good. Also, we want to tell you, I'm done.
Oh.
Also, what I want to tell you is we're going to try something new. What we're going to start doing is Val is Cooking. That's the series we're going to be running. Val is Cooking. So what will happen is every Tuesday we will post what I'm cooking. Now, the first thing that we're cooking is honey marinated salmon with black bean salsa, salad, pound cake, strawberries, and whipped cream. And we give you a bottle of wine. Now, this meal is for two. Now, although you cannot go to a restaurant and it may be a special occasion, let us do the cooking and you do the romancing. Because the food will be prepared. Maybe you want to put it in the oven for like no more than 2 or 3 minutes, because we don't like our food to be overcooked. You have your bottle of wine. The following week is going to be Southern style. And that's going to be baked chicken, collard greens, candy yams, peach cobbler, and a bottle of wine. If you don't want wine, we can give you soda. The third week will be an Italian week. Since we're globally inspired, we use recipes from around the world. You know, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to come into your homes. We really enjoy it when you snap back at us and we announce your name on air. We love that. And we'll see you next week for our next session. Oh, I mentioned, I'm being told about the takeout? Okay, I'm sorry. When we have Val's Cooking, how that works is there is takeout and delivery, okay? All of that information will be on our Instagram page, our Facebook page, etc. And I'm gonna repeat again. The next week, we're having a honey marinated salmon with black bean salsa. That's the main course. That's the Spanish tip. Then the following week, we're going to be Southern. We're going to have the baked chicken, candy yams, collard greens, cornbread, etc. Then the third week, it will be Italian. And again, it's takeout and delivery. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.